Want to try out our van for free? Watch to the end of the video to learn more. Tonight's the last night that we're sleeping in the van for quite a while, but we'll explain more about that here in a little bit. For now, it's cold, so we started a fire. Kramer, you're looking magnificent.
You hear how high I have that heater running right now? And the door's open like an idiot. I love the tiny little van though, because you just shut the door and it heats up in a matter of a minute or two. The van looks nice at night, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
Sad for it to be our last night, but we're just leaving for a season. We'll be back. I don't think we're ever going to be done with the van. One more good night in the van before the next adventure. Show the people what he looks like.
Yeah, well, we're going to show you what Kramer looks like. It's not nerve-wracking whatsoever. This is our last morning in the van right now. We slept last night. It was cold.
Not in the van, though.
Not in the van. The van was toasty warm. But we're at this crossroads of where we're getting ready to do a lot of... how do you want to say it?
Let me just say, like... So, my brain's still waking up. Oh my gosh. We've been living in a van to some capacity for over 3 years now. 3 years.
Yeah, that's a feat.
And we love it. We truly love living in the van. But we knew that the van wasn't forever. The original plan was, you know, pre-2020.
Pre the 19.
We are not going to say the word.
He who must not be named.
We do not speak his name. What are you talking about?
We thought that we would travel in that first van for a few years, and then when we felt like we had seen most of the continental US, that we would sell that van and go international full time, and obviously that did not happen. Our plans changed in 2020, like everybody's, and we ended up purchasing a second van, and selling that first van, we never even talked about that. Selling that first van was so incredibly hard. I don't think we ever really wanted to have to sell it, but we knew that, you know, we're not made of money. We are not trust fund kids by any means. Contrary to what some people out here may say, we never wanted to sell that van. And we sold it, and selling that van, as hard as it was, afforded us to, 1, pay off the last of our college debt, which was amazing. 2, put a significant down payment on this van. And 3, put a significant down payment on our home. And selling that first van, as hard as it was on the back end of things, made the most sense. That's one reason, like, we made a huge sacrifice in selling that van and taking time off the road. And it was so hard to not YouTube as often and just feel like it was an identity crisis a little bit. In the grand scheme of things, it was for the best. So we have this van, and it has been this huge, awesome experience the last few months, but we know that the season that we thought was coming towards us in 2020 when everything changed. We thought Ireland was going to be the first international trip of many in 2020, and it was not. Now we're to the place where, like, okay, let's everything that happened in the last almost 2 years, like I feel like we're starting over, like we hit pause on those plans.
We're itching for that next season, but it's still like changing seasons. We're excited about moving forward, but we're also kind of sad, like, oh, this is kind of the last night in the van for a while.
That was the Reader's Digest version of everything I just said. But this van is our little home. I sleep better in the van than I do at our house. I just do. It's my little cocoon. It's my little safe spot. I love just throwing a couple things in the van and just hitting the road for a little bit. It is just like, it's everything we wanted. And we're really thankful that we're to a place now that we don't have to sell it. Like, we are going to rent it out, and that renting it out is going to be, extra money, hopefully, for us to travel. But we're really looking forward to being able to share the van. Like, we don't have to rent it out with people, but we made that decision that we're going to give it a try. Hopefully it goes well. Chris, go ahead and digest that down. The van's for rent is what we're saying.
Yeah, so we are putting the van for rent. It's more sad to us thinking that this thing would just sit in a parking lot and not be used than being used by somebody who wants to go out and explore and
take care of it
and have adventures and do whatever they want with it. Well, almost anything. You have to read the fine print. We're really excited. If you've ever wanted to try van life, this may be the best opportunity for you. If you've ever wanted to come to Chattanooga and do van life here, we have some like really cool special things planned for you if you want to rent the van.
I guess if we could find like an ideal renter, it would be somebody who would love it, take care of it, and take it on adventures for more than just a week. We have a 5-day minimum on the van right now. We may shorten that. So I think we would really love to see somebody take this van and take it out west. Take it for a couple months even, or 3 months, and just enjoy seeing the West Coast. That's really hard to think of somebody else living in this van for 3 months, but I think that it would be really fun to see their adventures.
All right, so we just decided this on the spot, but
oh geez, that's how our lives work.
I think we're going to do a giveaway. So we are going to rent the van. You can rent the van anytime. You can click the link down below. But I think also we're going to give a couple of nights away for free. So if you've ever wanted to try van life for free, maybe you've wanted to come to Chattanooga, let's give something away. Let's do that.
Okay, we'll do it. 3 nights?
Yeah, I think a long weekend. 3 nights in the van. You have to come to Chattanooga. Mm-hmm. We'll put a link down below to where you can sign up, and then we will have a random winner who can rent the van for 3 days.
Now, there will be some fine print as far as on outdoors, you have to be 25 to rent. Our specific van does not allow pets just because I have allergies, hence Kramer being hypoallergenic. So no pets.
And Kramer's not a pet. He's just part of the family.
He's a pet. You have to be a resident of the U.S. and you have to be okay with it just being a 2-person van. So it just sleeps 2 and it just seats 2. So sorry if you have kids. There's no kids allowed just because legally we don't have the seating. Those are the rules. Those are the basic rules. Past that, this van is pretty flexible. You can pretty much go wherever. And we will, whoever wins this, I will go ahead and start working on a travel guide for the Southeast area, that anywhere you could go within a 3-day trip.
Yeah.
So probably like the Chattanooga area really is what's, because there's a 100-mile max a day, and then after that's like 50 cents a mile. The van, we're going to do a giveaway. So sign up below. Oh man. I wonder if anybody's going to sign up for that.
If you are going to sign up, just tell us down below, hey, I'm signing up, or whatever, and click the link. This will be fun. Other than that, we are renting the van. So if you are interested in renting the van, please go to Outdoorsy.
If this is your first time ever seeing our videos, you might be wondering, I don't know anything about your van. Well, welcome.
Welcome. We do have a van tour that you can watch in this right here.
And I'll link it down below too, because I feel like those channel card things, like they fly by so fast, and we don't want you to click off the video to go see that one. Like, stay here and then go down below and check it out. But this van is called Sunny. We named it Sunny after the Going to the Sun Road in Glacier National Park, which is one of our favorite places in the world. Oh, that would be ideal. I would love to see somebody rent this van for a few months and take it to Glacier and drive down the Going to the Sun Road and tag us in photos. I think that'd be so fun. I would love that. Anyway, that's selfish want. This is Sunny. It's a 2019 Mercedes Sprinter van. It is the 144 model, so it's the shortest of the models. It is 19.5 feet long, so it's very easy to park.
And I know some people are like, why are you renting it out? Why don't you just put it in storage? And we've sort of touched on that earlier, but I feel like our lives, we're trying to be minimalist, and that the things that we do buy, like we want to be able to have purpose or reuse them. We do get sentimental about our items, but we try to view our items or our, like, what are they called?
Things.
Our things, like, just as that as things, not to get too attached to them and make them work for us, rather us working for them.
Yeah, I don't think that we would be where we are today if we didn't take risks. And we've had some close friends reach out and be like, do not rent your van. I heard this horror story of this person's van getting absolutely totaled. And yeah, the horror stories exist, and there's that like little part in my gut that's like, oh my gosh, what if this is the last time we ever camp in this van because somebody like runs it into a herd of elk, which we've heard of happening.
That would be a cool thumbnail, though.
No, I would not. Don't do that. So there's that part of me, it's like, oh my gosh, what if? But there have been a lot of what ifs with Chris and I. Like, we did, what if we buy our first van and move out of our apartment in Seattle and we hate the van and we're stuck in it for at least 12 months? Or what if we sell our first van and we can't find a house to buy and we never find another van? And like, there's always the what ifs. Like, what if something goes wrong? But with risk comes reward. And sometimes that risk is not worth the reward. The reward's not worth the risk. But this is one of those, like, it's just a thing, like Chris said. And we're okay letting people share our things, even though you're having to pay. We're okay sharing our things. But we do ask that the people who rent it love it. Like, that's just a very beloved van, both personally and publicly. People have invested in watching this van. So we hope that that inspires the right people to rent it and that we get to share it with you.
So we're going to take the van back down to the house, get it all ready, clean it all up, get our things out of here, and getting it ready for you.
It'll be good. I'm excited. It's going to allow us to go for that next season. This taking the risk of renting it out is going to afford us a little extra money to go and travel and do other things and invest in other things. And I think that's the risk and reward.
All right, let's go.
I feel like I should cry. Oh, the giveaway. Don't forget about the giveaway. Kramer.
Make sure. Oh, here's Kramer. He finally is out of his producer chair, ready to give us more direction.
Why is your tail wagging? I don't trust you.
Make sure to sign up in the giveaway link down below. All right, let's go.
Be sure to follow along on Instagram and like and subscribe here. It really helps creators like us.